Hello! How are we all doing today? Let's give a cheer. So, who's a user of Telegram here? Can I hear some noise? And who's heard about Ton before? Okay, not so many of us. Bit of work for me to do then today. That's good. So, in November 2023, at Token 2049 in Singapore, a new vision was born for crypto to truly realize its mission of mass adoption. That vision was the Web3 ecosystem in Telegram, and the theory was that if you could build Web3 applications into a global messenger, make onboarding easy, instant, seamless, and integrate payments in a Web3 wallet right into the user experience of that messenger, you might be able to bring Telegram's 950 million users into crypto. You would not offer complicated Web3 products that take a mathematics degree to understand and use. No, you'd offer applications that add Web3 features to the places where users spend their most time online. Gaming, global payments, e-commerce, entertainment, and simple financial apps that open in a single tap. From the messenger everyone knows and loves, those apps would help onboard 500 million people into crypto, growing the entire monthly user base by about 5 times. A huge goal. So that was the theory. I'm here today to talk a little bit about how it's going, how it's actually working, and how you also can get involved too. So let's skip the suspense, dive straight to the numbers. How's it going? So Ton usage is skyrocketing. Last week, Ton hit all-time highs for active users and number of transactions. This during what, let's be honest, is probably one of the worst weeks ever in news for Ton. Anyone heard some bad news about Ton last week? Okay, not many. Okay, well, I'm giving the game away then. That's not good. But bad news hasn't stopped Ton community from making unprecedented moves to onboard millions of new people into crypto. And just yesterday, Ton hit 1 billion transactions total. A huge moment made all the more interesting when you consider that 50%, some 500 million of those transactions, have actually happened just in the last 100 days. So what's driving the usage, and how will Ton achieve its 500 million user goal? Well, the simple answer is Telegram mini apps. Achieving mass adoption with existing Web3 tech is honestly, it's nearly impossible. The user experience on-chain is far too complex, the entry barriers far too high. Have you ever tried sending crypto to a parent? You have to ask them to set up an exchange account, set up a Web3 wallet, go through KYC, fund the account, withdraw from the on-chain wallet to the exchange. This is blocking any network effect you might want to have. What about participating in any of today's most famous airdrops? Anyone an airdrop hunter? Anyone participated in some airdrops? Yeah? Well, set up a Web3 wallet, set up an exchange, go through KYC, fund the exchange account, withdraw to the Web3 wallet, and begin making fake transactions in the hope that you'll qualify and not be considered a bot. This is the reality we're living in, and this experience is anti-mass adoption. It's, imagine trying to explain that to your parents. Imagine trying to onboard people like that. It's not going to work. Network effects are blocked by a massive lack of new users entering the space. There are no virality mechanisms and no distribution channels for projects to grow, find new users, and grow the actual user base of the space. Ton addresses these issues through its synergy with Telegram mini apps. Ton-based mini apps bring a truly Web 2 experience to crypto. They open in one tap. They don't require anything to get started. They are mobile first, and you don't even need to download a new app. It's all inside of Telegram. So how has Telegram mini apps gone? Well, the viral mechanisms of Telegram mini apps and the social distribution that we've found over the last year since we've been working on this vision is pretty incredible. Ton's projects are launching with unprecedented numbers in the space. Hamster Combat, 250 million users. Gamey, 80 million users. Bloom, 50 million users. Dogs, 50 million users. This is ridiculous, guys. Like, before last cycle, it was 1.5 million, 2 million people. Now we've got 10 times, 100 times that. So Notcoin was the first example, and I'll talk a little bit about that. Anyone a Notcoin holder here? Yeah, good. Well, that was the first example of how powerful Telegram mini apps can be. Launching in May this year, it remains one of the top tokens by trading volume. Within 2 months of listing, its trading volume reached $35 billion, with an average market cap of $1.5 billion in the first 2 months. Its token, even today, is held by 2.6 million people. That's more than USDC on Solana and on Ethereum. Notcoin has 2 times the amount of holders as Shiba Inu, and almost 3 times the amount of holders as Bonk. So it's going pretty well for Notcoin. Catizan is a cat breeding game. Yep, you heard that right. You breed some cats. You make Cattycoin. It has not yet announced its token launch, but has already generated 16 million in revenue in 4 months, and boasts 400,000 highly active on-chain players, many of whom are spending on in-game assets. Hamster Combat, the big guy here. Anyone a Hamster Combat player? Okay, all the Ton guys at the front. Well, it's another tap-to-earn mini-game that saw its user base grow to 250 million in just 4 months. They've grown their YouTube channel to 35 million subscribers, proving the power of this highly engaged community that they've built. And in what will likely be the world's biggest airdrop, they just announced they will launch their token at the end of September, September 26th, potentially bringing up to 250 million users on-chain. But is it over? Many people say tap-to-earn is a fad. It's going to die out. It's not a sustainable process. Many critics of it, and they say it rightly, but I think they misunderstand what tap-to-earn is. Tap-to-earn is not a sector of crypto, like memes, like DeFi, like DePIN. It's an onboarding strategy. It's a launch strategy. It's part of how you grow your user base before you actually launch your token. That's where people are getting this wrong. Tap-to-earn is not something that's a sustainable product that's going to continue forever. It's a launch strategy to get your token through proof of work in the simplest way possible, tapping on a screen, playing a game, get your token distributed to as many people as possible in a single moment. So Dogs launched last week, went straight to a top 100 token, 800 million market cap in a single day. This is value created out of thin air, right? Just from playing a game. $800 million market cap in a single day. And all airdropped, most of it airdropped to the community. The airdrop led to Ton's most active on-chain day ever, and where you saw the numbers that I was pointing to with the active users, we had 3 days last week that were over 1 million users every single day. So it's really what Dogs does now that matters the most, because how does it become a sustainable model? How does it pivot away from tap-to-earn to something more interesting? So one great example of this is Bloom, which is a fantastic example of a well-planned pivot away from tap-to-earn. Once mining is over, everyone already knows Bloom is going to become a decentralized exchange. So they've built a community of 50 million users of their platform before it even has the functionality of an exchange. And on launch, they'll become one of the biggest DEX in the entire space if they can even retain just a small percentage of that user base. So this is the power of Telegram mini apps. It's an incredible onboarding tool. It's not a meta, it's not a crypto, it's not a sector of crypto. Don't get it twisted. It's a launch strategy. Use it. Anyone can use it. Don't have to be a game to do it. So there are many more flavors of Telegram mini apps and types with over a million monthly active users. Honestly, it's too many to even bring up in this presentation. The best part, though, is that it costs nothing to get started. None of these apps require you to have a wallet to get started. You just open it up in one tap and begin playing right away. There are also so many options now that you don't even need to bother playing a game that you find boring. If you don't like it, don't play it. You, as the user, has the ability to choose what you find interesting and what games you want to play. You have the power. You are the ones becoming owners in their ecosystems. And in the end, you will be the ones to benefit. So this is really, it's the absolute counter-opposite of what social media does in any other platform, right? Where value is extracted from your data and never given back to you, the user. What these projects do might seem simple, might seem a little bit silly to many, but there is a deeper thing going on here. They're tapping into a very, very important concept of crypto, which every user goes through. They experience a feeling of ownership. Everyone here who's probably bought some crypto in their life has experienced this feeling. You get a bit of crypto, you realize, okay, now I own a digital asset. Now I can sell it. Now I can hold it. It's my choice on what I can do, and I can access the market 24/7 anytime. That feeling that you have is ownership. It's ownership over a digital product. And so realizing you actually own it, at that time where you bought that crypto, you took a leap of faith buying it. You probably didn't know what was going to happen. And it's led you to this room today. Most people won't take that leap. They need a bit of crypto in their pockets to get started. And that is why Ton's mission is to put crypto in every pocket, because it starts from getting crypto. It doesn't end there. So what about the real value? Real utility? Real use cases? What's actually valuable going on in the Ton ecosystem, aside from tap to earn? Well, through Wallet in Telegram's USDT integration, this has become truly the world's first global payment platform, and it's in your pocket right now. All you have to do is open Telegram, search wallet in Telegram search, and you'll open up a Ton-based wallet where you can send USDT free, instantly, to any of your friends in your contacts. You don't need a blockchain address. You don't need any details. They don't even need to have a wallet. You can send a digital dollar to them from your account, and it's going to create them an account when they accept that dollar. You can also send Bitcoin. You can send Notcoin. You can send Toncoin. Free, instant, just in Telegram DMs. So how's that going? Well, USDT on Ton is one of the fastest growing supplies of USDT on any other chain. It's grown to 760-something million circulating supply, and the transfer volume is absolutely going crazy. In total, there is already billions every single month transferring of USDT across Ton every month. So $7.3 billion transfer volume last month. This is comparable even to traditional financial systems, fintech products like TransferWise, and even Kakao Pay here in Korea. Payments volume for Kakao Pay in 2023 was $87 billion for the year, meaning an average of 7.2 billion per month. So we're already doing that with USDT on Ton. And this is just 4 months from launch, guys. This is 4 months since we launched USDT on Ton in the wallet. So it's an incredible growth to already be doing that level of beating traditional financial systems with a product that obviously is finding very quickly market fit. So let's summarize. What we have here is the crypto onboarding machine. This is Telegram and Ton. We've shown how mini-apps are onboarding millions of users by bringing fun, easy onboarding tools with viral mechanics and tons of fun incentives. We've proven those work to onboard on-chain users with every launch so far leading to new all-time high active users and on-chain transactions. And we've talked about what will happen next as every project realizes and begins to see launching on Ton and Telegram is part of the launch process. You need to do it. You're going to have to do it if you want to find new users. We've shown how Ton has one of the first really useful mass audience use cases through global payments with free and instant transfers of value across the internet just via Telegram DMs. So this is the onboarding machine here. We've got Telegram's user base, we've got the viral mini apps, the really useful apps, which are all of our ecosystem projects, and the degen stuff and the activist stuff. So that's what I want to touch on next, and this is where you guys can get involved. So let's focus on that. Ton's community has grown rapidly this year. Now we have over 14 million members across all of our social media platforms, but our crypto community is only as good as its most active and hardcore members. So Ton Society, which I am the co-founder of, I was previously the CMO at Ton Foundation, but now we've just spun off a new company, Ton Society, to focus on the community operations of Ton and grow the community activism. Activists are incredibly important. So we've already shown the power of activism with Ton Society. Just last week, our open letter to free Pavel Durov reached 6 million signatures in 7 days. This is live right now. You can search digital resistance in Telegram. You're going to come across the bot. This is the kind of thing we need in blockchain. Communities capable of collective action, affecting change. Because of the hubbub we put up on about this whole event in France, even Emmanuel Macron had to reply on his Twitter to say this is not a politically motivated arrest. So we're affecting change on a global level. We're pushing people, world leaders, to make statements that they didn't necessarily have to make. It's an incredible result. So how do you get involved? Well, Ton Society, we run all of Ton's events, Ton's boot camps, hackathons, parties, activities all over the world. So far, we've held about 250 events this year, so pretty much one per day. There's always something to get involved with. And what do you get for coming? Well, aside from new friends, colleagues, and business partners, you also get on-chain badges. So these collectibles are still very mysterious, and I'm not going to give the whole game away of what they actually will become. But that hasn't stopped 1.7 million people minting these so far. For now, they are fast becoming a marker of reputation, on-chain reputation on Ton, that becomes more valuable over time. So as more and more projects integrate with our on-chain badges, and they'll need to actually reach the most active users. So if you think about a project that's coming to Ton, and now in a few years we'll have thousands and thousands of projects coming to Ton, how do you want to reach the most active users? Well, we think we can do it through the SBTs, through the on-chain badges. Then finally here we have our major growth initiative called the Open League. The Open League is a competition between projects where projects compete to grow their user metrics, and the winners earn Toncoin, the users earn Toncoin as well for playing. So we've committed $150 million to this ecosystem project, Open League. And Season 6 is right around the corner. So it's actually starting next week, Season 6 of the Open League. You can start to get involved from next week. And there's been some big overhauls of the system since Season 5. So Season 5 was a month ago. We're starting Season 6 now, all afresh, big overhaul. And here's the big news for today. the big news is TON airdrops are coming via the Open League. We're changing the model to be, instead of rewarding projects, we'll be rewarding the users of the projects. It will be based on an on-chain score, so the higher your on-chain score, the more likely you are to be rewarded and win an airdrop. So use mini apps in Telegram, get rewarded. Gamifying everything. That's the TON ecosystem. That's really it from me. I've shilled, I think, way too hard here, and for that I want to apologize to absolutely nobody. Mass adoption is coming, and it has to come quick. So get on board, get started right now, sign the open letter to Free Durov, join the Open League Season 6, and join TON Society. Feel free to scan any of those QR codes. Thank you, guys.
All right, thank you for that, Jack. Appreciate you. Good stuff.